Welcome in. Oh my goodness, I'm live so early. This is like my earliest stream I've ever really done in a long time. I can't hear myself. Guys, I can hear myself. Okay. I don't look that bad. Hello everybody, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Oh my goodness, I cannot stream on Twitch. What happened? The stream key is not working? Oh, interesting. Well, welcome in everybody. I'm gonna figure out why the Twitch stream is not working. Oh, that's so interesting. Huh. Twitch is so weird like that. It just has so many different things going on with it. I'm gonna play some music while I figure out the Twitch stream. Okay, perfect. No, that's working. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. We're gonna get started in a second. Do you guys like my hat? It's a very whimsical vibe today. Dude, these playlists always are so good for no freaking reason. Spotify is really doing bangers now. Which one is this one? Cariñito. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do a little intro. My hat is so weird, but welcome in everybody. I feel very childish today, but my hair was not cooperating. I usually don't go live this early, so I'm literally half asleep and I really don't know how to function, but it's going to be an experiment. I feel like I've done a lot of first things in these past couple months. Like, it was my first time using this camera a couple weeks ago, and then it was my first time like doing fashion design content a couple days ago. So there's been a lot of changes. I can play the music while I talk. There's been a lot of changes on my streams, a lot of improvements. And then I recently did start Whatnot. I had my first show yesterday, which was crazy, which I'll talk about. But there's just been so many changes. It's been very overwhelming. I've had a lot more people follow me on Twitch. I would say that my growth is small, obviously, but like it's a lot to me because I'm not used to people like jumping in and caring about my things. Very much a small creator, and I admit that, and I like to share my journey so that I can remember it. It's like a visual diary of sorts, but it's still overwhelming, and I'm just very grateful though at the same time. So today we're going to be working on me improving my Whatnot shows. There's been a lot of like learning points from yesterday, and if anything, I'll just watch this back and be like, okay, like this is what I was grappling with back in April 10th of 2026, and hopefully within a year I'm like a really competent, experienced reseller and ethical within the process. I think I've lost a lot of my values and like sense of ethics within the past couple months just because of how chaotic my 9 to 5 was. It literally like not encouraged, but pushed me to be more of a villain in my life, to defend myself against like my managers and like what was going on in my life. But I really hope that Whatnot becomes an avenue where I like just become a kinder, more ethical person, because I now hopefully have a route to like have income that's disattached from major organizations and corporations that just kind of like want to suck your soul dry. And I don't want to lose my youth in the process. Like, I feel like you can be young at any age. I think age is kind of a concept, and I've been feeling like the need to have like a stable career or a stable like route forward in life. But I feel like as long as you're making income or have a way to make money, I think that's what matters the most. And keeping your integrity at that is really the best combination ever. Like, I watch streamers who just play games all day, and like that's just their life. They don't have any positive social impact besides just like sharing their gaming moments. But a lot of people find like joy in that, and they find company within a person online. But everyone is just kind of like finding their own like sense of direction in the world, and I just always feel guilty. I'm choosing my path, and I'm choosing my like aesthetic. Like, this is just me. This is just my life, and I just kind of need to accept it. So this is actually becoming a video diary. But I'm really grateful for the changes I've made to be here. I was literally like, what if I join this like really intense grassroots organizing space again? And then I considered not to do that, because it takes so much out of you. It's a real commitment to put your energy into other organizations, and I know that I'm gonna burn out and crash out and like not have any money in the future. So I'm being very like intentional to continue this journey, even though it kind of feels dumb to me sometimes, because I'm not used to like doing my own thing. I actually studied business because I wanted to be my own boss, and then I just kind of got sidetracked. So I think just getting so sidetracked made me feel like I could never get to like where I wanted in life. But I'm doing everything I can in my life to not get sidetracked anymore. So I feel like this is like the beginning of like what I've been waiting for my entire life, and it's scary. It's super scary. I almost did not go on this 10 a.m. stream. I almost didn't I almost canceled the one-night show I'm gonna do at 1 p.m. And then I almost canceled on the 5 p.m. fashion design stream that I'm gonna do later on today. So there is a lot that I'm working on, that I'm trying not to quit on. So it's a new path forward. But I do want to share some reviews on like how well I did. I wonder how much I can share, given I don't want to dox myself. But I went live on Whatnot for an hour yesterday. It was scary because I've never done it before. I'll share my screen in a second. I don't want to share my location. Is it this one that I've logged into? Okay. Let me see how well I did on sales, and then what I have to do to like prep. I didn't know you got so many followers from going live, but essentially, where did it go? I changed tabs right when I shared it. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Give me a second. My internet's acting slow. Okay, so I didn't realize you got so many followers from going live. So all these people followed me yesterday just by going on live. It was like 10 people, which I find interesting because I didn't really do anything that interesting. And then let me see, there's also other notifications on the sellers part. Oh, analytics. Interesting. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna see what I can share. Is there my address? No, my address is not there. Okay, I can share this. So the way that I felt like it was a success was when a couple people showed up for me just because they wanted to show up for me, because I have a YouTube channel. So shout out Marissa for jumping on and even commented on a post encouraging me before 1 p.m. started. And then I had followed another seller on Whatnot a couple of days ago, and then she showed up and she was very encouraging, and then she bought a couple pieces. But here's the analytics of the first show that I have. So I didn't make a lot of money, but given it was only for an hour, $28 an hour is a lot. You also have to calculate like the costs, obviously. So after the fees, after everything, I'm gonna be earning $22.31 for that 1 hour of work. And I sold 7 orders, and the starting bid was $4. No one went over the starting $4 bid, and then they had to pay their own shipping. So on average, they probably paid like $10 for each thing. But it was only 2 people that bought the item, so they're gonna have a cheaper shipping cost. So it's actually gonna be more earnings for me, I suppose. I don't quite know how shipping works. I'm gonna ship them out right now, but I think they're gonna get a cheaper shipping cost because it's all going to the same place. It's just 2 people, so I think it was like 4 things for one person and 2 things for another, or no, 4 and 3 things, something like that. Well, yeah, 4 things for one person and 3 things for another. Sorry, I cannot talk. It's too early. And then, yeah, also with the earnings, I also have to like consider how much I spent for the clothing. So I buy things from the bins. The bins are Goodwill outlets. Basically, they have everything just like stockpiled together, and you just kind of pick through, and then you pay by the pound, and the pound is like usually around $1. But most of the things that I sold was very lightweight, so probably most of the things that I buy cost me like less than 50 cents. So if I bought 7 items and each of those things cost 50 cents, then it probably cost me $3. I'm like estimating $3.50 for like the things in general. So I probably made $19 to $20 after costs. So I mean, $20-ish an hour is not bad. If I do this for like, you know, like 6, 7, 8 hours every day, I can probably raise the average order value up because people will start bidding, and then the more I do it, the more experience I get in knowing like what sells and what doesn't sell, and obviously I'll start making more money, and then I can actually make a livable wage off of that, because I don't really see myself doing anything else right now. I don't see myself working anywhere else. So I really want to focus in on this. I'll be going live on Whatnot for a while, for hours every day, every week. So that's kind of like the main reason why I'm like sharing this and being so transparent, because I also do content creation, and I know that people kind of want more time out of me, or like want me to do more interesting things, but this is really like what I'm honed in on. I cannot talk. And I think it's just really important to be financially stable and really well aware of like how we're making money as content creators. So hopefully this just illuminates like my path to financial stability and empowerment, and just being very clear like where I stand in the process. There's such a lack of financial transparency in content creators, especially within sustainable fashion brands. I would consider myself like a sustainable fashion brand, not necessarily a typical one. Like I sell, I guess, like content and like products and whatnot, but I guess creators are an interesting business niche that I still don't know how to I don't know how to describe what I am. Am I the product? Are you the product? Like, But essentially, I'm like deviating. Essentially, like I just want to be very transparent, and it may be boring for a lot of people, but I think I'm setting an example for myself and for other future content creators of how I approach money and how I approach financial stability. I could make a YouTube video about this, but I rather not, because YouTube videos are rather too professional, too edited, too formal of a thing. And I think if you can see me just kind of like chat in my room with a Hello Kitty hat, you'll realize like I literally am just trying to figure this out, and money is just part of like the system that I'm kind of trapped in. Or at least that's my goal. But everyone can like think differently about how and why I'm doing this. But in total, I got 126 viewers on my first show. Again, I was only there for an hour. The max amount I had at one time was 28, which is great because I really tried my best to have good lighting. I tried to set myself in a good, what's it called, setup. So I was like sitting outside, and I was in front of like a bush, but it was a lot of greenery. It was good. It was good for like lighting and for you to just see the clothing in natural settings, but it was really kind of hard to see the phone because it was so sunny at some points, and then it started raining during the end of the stream, so the weather was just inconsistent. But I liked being outside. The outside setting was nice. I had two first-time buyers, so it was their first experience and it was my first experience. We kind of bonded over that, and I'm not sure if like one of the buyers was a viewer of mine. I that's the thing that I'm gonna have to like grapple with. Like, are they my viewers from YouTube or Twitch, or are they genuinely just like people that came in through the algorithm of whatnot and just discovered me and just bought from me because they liked the stuff that I had? But I had two people share the streams. I don't know who shared the stream. I think it was the buyers, or it was like one of my supporters, one of my chatters. But yeah, that's kind of the summary of like how well I did today, or yesterday. Again, I don't really have more to work out of, but I always like to know what everyone else is kind of doing on the site. I always just watch whatnot shows just for like entertainment. Like, I'm literally just in bed watching the shows, seeing like how people are like doing it. I think research is really important, and just comparing. The thing I've also been noticing is like how they title their streams. So everyone titles it differently, and everyone uses different like cover photos, and that it can affect how many viewers you get. Obviously, like, your reputation matters, so some people become loyal and go to your show. Consistency also matters. Like, if you have a consistent schedule and people know when to show up, you'll get more views. If you have a personality or other followings on social media, you can also get views. But I always look at this, like what their cover images are, because if this looks kind of bad, I'm not gonna like go in there and like shop. But she has $1 grails, so I'm kind of interested in seeing like what she's up to, because her stuff is so cheap. Let me pause the music. So she's starting off at $1.
Interested in this one? Flaws? No, no flaws on this one, I'd say. Wait, it might have a small stain right there, if you're able to see it. Maybe with.
I always try not to sell things with stains, just because that's so much work for the buyer, and I just feel bad selling stuff that's in bad condition. But the thing I noticed is that I really struggle reading the comments when going on live, because it's just so much work.
They go super, super high on Depop, so they're super cute. A small, how is your baby tea? Or baby doll tea, sorry. A small, super cute. A baby tea, type A small, and she is stretchy as well. Stretchy. Thank you so much for your bids, you guys. Tag day small. For anybody that's
Wait, I think I need polyester stuff because it's selling fast. I didn't know it was so popular.
Hmm? Okay. I also have Abercrombie and top. Um, yeah. I also have the sweater, like Abercrombie and Fitch sweater. She is tightly large, but I would say best fit is small to medium. Small to medium on her. She's in Abercrombie. I know it's spring, but I
Hello, Carrie. Happy Friday. I'm like literally half asleep. What are you up to? I'm learning how to do my shows in a better way because yesterday I just kind of like stumbled over my words. And I didn't know how to even describe anything either. So I've been watching a lot of Whatnot shows, even though I've been researching this for months. You just got home from the doctor. Are you okay? I'm glad you're back home.
to medium, small to medium on her. And she does have like little pockets on the side. Small to medium, Abercrombie and Fitch. And I love the cute little hoodie. There's no flaws. Super cute. She is type A small. For anybody that's coming in, A small. Thank you. You got that?
The thing is, I'm generally a very awkward person that doesn't like silence, so like just having silent moments in these streams are gonna be a killer to me. But like, I don't know why differentiate why make Twitch and YouTube streams so different compared to Whatnot streams. I just feel like Whatnot streams are more complicated to me because there's a financial component to it, and I don't really like talking about money, and I'm not inherently like capitalist. I mean, I'm trapped in capitalism, but just like having to set time to like tell people to buy stuff from me is just it just kind of like irks me because I'm essentially like against the system in a lot of ways, but I need to live in it. And Carrie says, yeah, I'm okay. Just had to get some tests done. Also, you did good on your show yesterday. Tune in the whole time. You did? Thanks. I'm not, I appreciate it. Sorry. I'm bad at taking compliments. Oh, my heart. Oh, I felt like I was so boring. I was just apologizing the entire time. I felt like, and I like was having a panic attack the entire fucking time. I couldn't breathe. I just could not breathe the entire time. But I appreciate you showing up and just us supporting in general. Hopefully today I'm less awkward.
Super, super adorable. And she is on this brand. A medium. Super cute. And she does have the adjustable straps as well. Thank you. Yes, let me look for that bathing suit because my unorganized didn't put it together.
See, that silence would have killed
I
me.
found the bottom. She is here. The Alexander and Blanc bathing suit. She will be running next.
See, like, I I I am not a very like how do I describe this? I'm not a very charismatic person. I'm a very straightforward person. I really respect blunt people because they just get to the point and I don't like wasting time. But here on these shows, I noticed that a lot of the sellers just kind of like vibe out, if that makes sense. So yesterday I was in my head being like, am I being too straightforward? Am I not taking enough time to just talk? I felt guilty talking. I just don't think people want to listen to my opinions or my feelings, so I just didn't know how to be. But yeah,
And now, y'all,
I don't
feel
know.
free to drop requests. The shop is super loaded. We're gonna go to medium and then large for $5 starts as well after this. So
I feel like okay, I just realized I was mostly anxious about my personality because I don't act like a girl. Does that make sense? Like I just don't have the personality of a typical girl, and my voice is a bit different, and I'm not like super preppy, if that makes sense. So it's just I've always been insecure about me being in the industry because I just feel like I come off more rough than a typical woman. But I personally don't care. It's just like when I present myself to like the public, I just kind of get like, oh my goodness.
Little Disney World, vintage Disney World, long sleeve, size small. She's baby pink. She's so cute.
I wish I could not be perceived a lot of the times.
So happy you gave him some plastic. Because what's better than eating plastic, guys? We all have microplastics in us. Mac is just really in touch with his micro. He wants macroplastics.
So happy with
Steeler, size small, long sleeve. She's so cute.
good crunch. Okay, that's enough. Take a few more bites and that's it.
And then this is the last for size small. We're gonna move to size medium for $5 starts.
Enough. Hold on.
It's like
Like I said,
small
y'all,
talk.
feel free to
That's what it is. I need to know how to do small talk.
Okay, this is the first one.
Fuck.
She
I
is
don't. I
by
struggle with small talk so much.
Lord Isaac Eastman. So she's like a midi skirt, denim skirt. Size medium. No. No, go back to Danny in the hard plastic.
Come here, Mac.
I feel like I'm
Oh my
overthinking
God.
this, huh?
That's what it takes. Come here.
I'm literally overthinking a lot of these things. I quite literally came up with a 10-page document of how to approach whatnot. Here, let me pull that up. Also, if you're watching the stream, it's incredibly nerdy, and this is just my thought process. I just overthink everything. I just over contemplate every single fucking detail for every single thing that I do. So if you want like a nerdy session of me like thinking about whatnot, like this is it. And it's gonna continue being like this because I just need this to work. So let me show you my 10-page document. Like if anyone has doubted my personality, like they just have to tune into this to like understand who I am. Like I'm so tired and nervous and like ready to like do something with my life. Like this is the beginning of something I really feel passionate, and I just feel like it's kind of dumb for people to listen in to these streams, but yeah, I'm just gonna share my thought process. I don't know, my brain is all over the place today.
Honestly, I don't think I'd sew my coach back on right. Frankly. Okay, little burnout shirt. Size medium, y'all. We're doing size medium $5 starts right now. Thank you so much. She's so cute.
You happy with that one? Oh.
Yes, just woke up. We're having a great morning. I really want to party today. I don't know what that's about. Thank you so much. I know, guys, I'm going on a date and I'm actually really excited
Oh my god.
for my date tonight. He's so cute and he's 6'1" and he's an anesthesiologist and he's fine as hell. So I'm really excited.
Dude, I need to know how to do this fucking small talk like her. Oh my god, guys. I'm going on a date and oh my god, he's so fucking cute. I'm starting to make fun of her. I'm so jealous. I wish I could just be like a neurotypical white woman that just talks about the randomest thing. Like, honest to God, I'm sorry if that's rude, but I just sometimes wish I was like everyone else. God damn.
Alright, the one under the trench. Okay, I got it. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Alright, no boundaries, size small. Wait, this is fire. This is a fitted corduroy animal cheetah print blazer. Fitted, it's got the little tiny, like, non-existent pockets. But, this is super fitted. Size small, Y2K, corduroy blazer. Let's go. 7 seconds, sudden death. Size small. Fitted animal print corduroy blazer. That is such a steal.
Dude, the audio is so
Thank you
freaking
so
bad on
much.
this one. There's so much dead air in this stream, but they're still selling stuff. The thing that I've noticed that I get paranoid about or don't want to do is showing my back on camera. I don't want to stare at your back when you're selling me stuff. That's like the thing I'm the most particular with. Like, I actually exit out of streams if I see your back more than like 3 times in a matter of a minute. Is that weird? But that's just like a particular thing about me. That I just don't want to do. That's why I sat in the chair. Because I don't want you to be staring at my back. It's just dumb. I don't want to waste your time. Not saying they're dumb, it's just I don't want to waste their time.
Yeah, well, wait. I'm gonna show you guys the tag. This is the tag. I love wind.
My hair is so
And
bad
she
this
doesn't
morning.
have a size on her, which makes me think she's gonna be one size fits all. I'm sorry guys, I'm having the hardest time showing you this. She does have like this little velvet print throughout. I can't. That is embarrassing how hard it was for me to figure that out. She's gonna be like one size, very oversized, but she reminds me of Stevie Nicks. I'm gonna say best fitting, like a medium, just one size on this little poncho. She is.
The thing is, I don't want to criticize these people, but I always like take notes from other streams, almost like as if they were peers or like not competitors in a way, but I always see life as an arena and I try to use people as examples to improve. And then I always like to think I can improve upon what their mistakes are. So, in the kindest way possible, like I see a lot of different errors I wouldn't replicate. So, like the positioning of the camera is a bit too low in comparison to her height. So, basically, we're getting a lot of this. This is the main focus that I see. And then it's messy, so the lighting kit is kind of taking away my attention from the clothing. And it's kind of making me like anxious to like move this thing away, but that's just me. I'm also kind of looking at this. My eyes just gravitate towards here. Because a lot of the prime visual is just this centerpiece right here, this little circle. So this thing is kind of like grabbing my attention, and then this also. So she could move this over here so people can be paying attention to the clothing a bit more, and then move this over, and then kind of like push the phone a bit down. But then there's more stuff down on the floor, so I wonder if she's trying to hide like the stuff on the floor. That's kind of what's going in my head, but the main focus should be the clothing. It's just I haven't been able to focus on the clothing, and she hasn't really been showing it. She's just been kind of fumbling, and she showed us her back like twice, and like even the buttons are kind of messed up, so that's kind of irking me. So I wouldn't have followed or bought anything within a matter of seconds. Like I feel like you only have seconds to decide if you're going to stay on a stream and want to follow. So that's kind of like the paranoia I have, like how well am I coming across within a matter of seconds, and what's the visual and what's the, I guess, like the vibe that I'm carrying, because those seconds are critical. It's like a YouTube video. People are like within the first 5 to 10 seconds people decide whether they want to watch the video. They can obviously skip around and like watch the rest, but like the first couple seconds are like literally what essentially keeps the people there or makes them click out. And it's the same thing with whatnot. So I'm always like trying to like consider, okay, what made me follow them? What did I like? What made me actually want to buy from them? Because like the clothing in itself is not everything. It's not. It's a combination of things. Like this is a really good one. I feel like the first thing I saw was that she actually sells. She has a good rating. She has the clothing hung on the walls, so it kind of looks like a boutique slash store. That kind of like speaks to a sense of like professionalism and like aesthetics. And the thing I worry about when I order is like, is it actually going to reach my house? And I think just by the organization of like the layout, I feel like my thing would actually arrive to me, and like it would be like a stress-free, issue-free process. Also, like the imagery is something that I really liked. It matches the logo here and it matches this. So I'm gonna replicate this. I think I really like this, the $4 start sort of situation. And then I'm also seeing how she like words stuff. So honestly, like I would have taken a photo if I was watching this on my free time, and I'm gonna take a photo of it now because I don't want to forget about it, and just replicate it, because right now I'm using like a Hello Kitty overlay thing, and they have viewers. It's not a lot of viewers. I think the lighting could be helpful. The lighting is a bit yellowish, so that's kind of what I'm looking at too. Their shipping is affordable, which is great. And they only do 10 seconds, but it's sudden death, meaning the last person to bid on it wins. So they don't let other people continue on the bid. So that can either help them make like final sales more quickly, or make it harder for them to like make more on the items. But I think they've just accepted that it's only gonna, each item is only gonna sell for $5. So they really need to push out the products really fast. And they have a team of 2, which is kind of rare. So as a one person team, like, this dynamic is awesome. It's just like, that's not a good example for me because that's not what I'm gonna have. Like, I can't have another person helping me. I wish I did. I wish I had like a very extroverted like person there to like fill in the space and like talk and stuff, but it's just gonna, all of this would have to be me. So they have a lot of advantages, and they have 774 available items. Like, literally, they're gonna be here all day, and I feel like you can be talking and chatting and selling and showing, but you have to be reading the chat, and this chat's really active. I think they're very personable people. They're here. Let's listen.
30 to 32.
Yeah, 16-inch cross, and the rise is a 9. So
and
these
just
are a
some
medium.
minor detailings as well. It's got these like little like fraying on the back, and then this small little flaw as well.
All right, running these right now. These are medium.
You guys,
oh my god,
$5, guys. Come on. Old Abercrombie and Fitch, and then we have
The
this
audio
nice
is a
little,
bit
like,
rough. The audio needs to get fixed. If they invested in mics and they fixed the coloring of like the store, maybe just with like a ring light, I think it'd be massively helpful for them. They're also moving around a lot, so it's kind of stressing me out personally. I think they're just like very energetic people, but it's kind of like there's just a lot going on. So I would have clicked out of this because it's not that calming. But it depends on the vibe you want to watch. Like, I watch really calm, like, I guess genuine people. So I probably wouldn't have stuck around too long. And the aesthetics of it are cool. It's just this is more like girly 2010s clothing, and I don't really wear that, so I wouldn't have a purpose to showing up and buying. Carrie says it's like in a grocery store. It takes 3 to 5 seconds for consumers to make an assumption about the product. Yeah, that's why I really need to work fast. And I was feeling guilty measuring stuff like the pit to pit, because a lot of the stuff that I had was not measured right. Like, it was labeled large, but it was actually like a medium, and I kept repeating it. And I was like, this is not a large, and it was frustrating me. But clothing and the sizing is just so fucking weird. Oh, look, they even have the brand on there. Interesting. So they must be working out of like a store, and then they sell stuff on here.
one.
It's
So
I love that
cute.
it's asymmetrical bottom too.
It's
so
like
size
so
large.
cute. It like reminds me a lot of like a fairy, guys. So cute. And then the beading in the center.
Yeah, this
I'm
one's-
obsessed.
This one will go to a good home with it.
That's not beating, it's sequins.
Also, this is the pink one as well. We have this in the shop for $55. Thank you, sorry. We have this one in the shop for $55 as well. This one's a small to medium. Again, beaded, you guys. We put this one out yesterday, and people were already asking to see it. So cute. It's going to be gone by this weekend, 100%.
They are gorgeous.
So cute.
So this one will run for 45. Pit to pit is 14.
And you guys, I'm telling you,
14?
this one will be gone
Small
regardless.
Oh, they switched up on the prices.
Right now.
Pit to pit is 14.
I think it's fast fashion as well, because they said they had multiple of those. So for me, I go on Whatnot to buy secondhand clothing, and they mark their show as Y2K. So my assumption was like, oh, it's secondhand clothing, but we can't assume that everything that we're buying is like secondhand. Like, some people like buy shit to just specifically sell it on Whatnot from like different countries that have made it from cheap supplies and like garment worker exploitation. Carrie says women's sizing is inconsistent. It's so frustrating. Yeah, it's so fucking annoying. I'm like, oh, do you guys like this? It says large, but it's actually a medium, bruh.
On it just really quick. Super cute. Obviously, I'm not really fitted up for it right now, but I'm pretty much so obsessed with this, you guys. If I was going to Coachella, this is what I would
Honestly,
wear.
under the hat would look fire.
Like, no, like for real. Literally, also, it's just a cute little scarf. Let's run this.
Run it.
Oh, not for
$45.
$45.
$5. Do you guys want?
Guys, $5 for this one, okay? So cute.
One of the things that they need to work on is like their pricing situation. Like, they're jumping around from $5 to like $12. So I would have been like, bro, like, what's going on? They have 419 followers, so they haven't been doing this in a long time. 857 stuff sold. Interesting. They have a next show Wednesday and then Thursday at 10 a.m. Also, the timing really does matter. So I've been doing research. Here, let me pull up my document. Oh my god, this is so fucking nerdy. I feel so guilty showing you my thought process. I really do, because this is the nerdiest shit I could do to you guys. But I mean, if you're here, this is your free will. I just feel like I'm a nerd and I don't show it, but it's whatever. You can learn. Okay. Okay, I did a 10-page guide on how to do this. Maybe I'll publish it on my blog so I can have like a formal place you can look at this. But essentially, there's a lot of things that you have to do to prepare. So you have to like obviously schedule the show. I've scheduled a lot of my shows in preparation for the future just so people know when to show up. So it's all laid out. It's all laid out. This is me. So today it's at 1 p.m. and then Sunday it's going to be at 6 p.m. Central Time, and it continues. Like, this is just going to be my schedule. I think I will add more shows, because right now, like, if my theory is I'm only making $20 an hour based on the cost and whatever, I need to essentially be there for 8 hours every day to make, like, minimum wage, essentially. And I really need the money, so I'm probably going to be on there a lot more than what the schedule says. But this is where I'm starting. This is where I'm starting. And it just goes on and on and on and on. I think 1 p.m. is a good start time, just because everyone is kind of like either out of lunch or in lunch, and they're just kind of like on their phone. And I can go until like 6 or 7, which is when like people are like out of work or just on their couch or just enjoying their evening. So I get from like 1 to 6 to 7 p.m. coverage. So I'll like essentially just be showing stuff over and over again. I think it'll be a bit jarring on my head to just keep repeating the same thing again and again and again, or just describing clothing again and again and again. But the job market right now is so bad. It's so bad. Carrie says maybe you could measure pit to pit beforehand to save some time in case someone asks. Number the pieces and keep a list with you or something. Yeah. I can do that. That's going to take a bit more organization, which I struggle with. And I feel like people should be patient in the moment when I'm showing them the things. In theory, they should be patient. It's just, for me, I feel guilty taking people's time. I know it's a random fucking one-off show. Like, it's not that serious. Like we just watched the most random people, like, measure shit. Like, this isn't supposed to be as serious as I'm making it out as. Blah, blah, blah. It's just, I'm a really anxious person. I want everything to be perfect. And a lot of times my, like, Twitch streams or my YouTube streams are hyper curated to eliminate a lot of the stuff that I find annoying that I never mention or admit, just to, like, have a flow. So, like, for example, this contemplation of, like, trying to measure the thing in front of camera or off camera is a lot like the thought process and mistakes and improvements I make for my Twitch and YouTube that I never kind of mention, and I'm kind of too embarrassed to admit what those are. But I feel like social interactions are so difficult, and for some reason Whatnot feels like a real social interaction.
We have these pants.
The rack, there's like a gold thing hanging at the bottom.
Gold thing. Oh, are they talking about?
Wait, what if we...
Okay, so we're gonna move on to a different show. Maybe we can see one with like a normal girl in her room or something. This one looks interesting. Women's Y2K denim. 168.
And look at the like inside.
Oh, those pants are cool.
31:32. 10 seconds sudden death for sure. It is running right now. 31:32. No stretch. No stretch. 31:32. You have 5, 4, 31:32, 3, 2, 31:32.
Dude, I hate this when they only give you 10 seconds to think about buying an item. I think I need more than 10 seconds to make a decision. Like, she just barely showed that, and then I'm like, do I really want those? No, I don't want to just spend 10 seconds thinking about if I want to buy something. I don't want to promote overconsumption. Carrie, you're enjoying this? This is interesting? Okay. This is interesting to Carrie. That's good.
5, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2. These are like. Thank you.
She didn't even finish showing the product and someone already bought it. This is giving me anxiety. I feel like people need more time, no?
Halloween classic fix. 26.32. These are just cute little straight leg pants. 26.32. These are really cute.
The thing that I would make a note of for this stream is the lighting here. This is annoying me. I'm just kind of staring at this in the plugin. Oh my goodness. I'm a aesthetic hoe. Like, what is this? Oh my goodness. I would have not been happy with the setup if it was me.
These ones tagged at 25. Area 24.30. No stretch. It is running right now. 24.30. 7, 5, 4, 24.33, 2, and 1. Thank you, Joss. I do appreciate y'all asking though, but yeah, we always allow.
Carrie says I definitely need longer than 10 seconds, but unfortunately there are so many impulse buyers. Yeah, I agree. Also, I don't really feel like she's talking at us. I feel like she's now like in this weird flow state where she's just kind of talking, but she's like talking in gibberish. Like, pay attention to what she's saying. Like, she's not even there. Mentally, she's not even there anymore.
23.29. Sexy couture. 23.29. They're boot cut. They do have some distressing. 23.29. Let's run these. It is running right now. 23.29. 23.29. Thank you, Tori. We're about to hit 200. Yes. 34.33. 34.33. Silver jeans. Beautiful wash. 34.33. Distressing at the bottom. 34.33. But cute little slit. Cute little slit. 34.33. We're gonna run it. Tag to 31. It is running right now. 34.33. 7 seconds up.
She's not even describing the items. The thing is, you need to have a lot of clothing prepared in advance to like make a good show. And a lot of the people on here very early on in the morning, you can clearly tell they have an established business. Most people that do this at like 10 in the morning, this is their job. If you have a 9 to 5, like, you're not gonna be on here. Duh.
Oh.
She seems normal. Oh, the plushie! Okay, let's watch her. And she has a lot of viewers. I feel like sometimes the more genuine that you are, the better that you do. Here, let me move myself down. I feel like there's a reason why people are on here. She just seems like a normal person.
Is gonna fit like a size small. She was a personal. My TikTok is Aurora Walker 849. All right, 1, 2, 3, go.
Is she a TikToker?
I think that was 37. Hi, I can't believe there's so many people looking at me with my bedhead. Ugh. Okay.
Oh, I love her.
I love this shirt, but my bobbage does not fit. Is it actually? No. Actually, no. Wait, 37?
Is she a TikToker?
My feet are going numb. 37, where are you? Oh, you're right there.
My internet's not working.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. This one might have a stain. I haven't tried to wash it or anything, but I feel like I remember it having a stain.
Oh my gosh, she
don't
has
know
so
where it
many
is.
sales.
I'm just letting you.
Wait. 20,000 sold. Look at her cover images. Tomorrow she's on at 8:30 p.m. fairy themed. Sunday 2:30, $1 and $5 start swim. She's so organized. Sunday 9 p.m. $1 sale, 1 hour only. Monday $1 $2 starts. Wait. She's so personable and like organized. I love thrifting more than breathing. Oh, I love her. She didn't have her TikTok up on here. I think she's just really consistent and really good at what she does.
It's a line. Do you guys see that line? Right there. Alright, 1, 2, 3, go. 37, I think. What do you think, Soph? 37. If I keep misplacing, 37. I am gonna have to fight the idiot that's in charge of this sale.
I think she kind of struggles with organization though.
Right next to me.
There's a lot of bags. I would worry if the thing is actually going to end up in my house.
This one, size medium, pink. Is that dirty? I'm sorry. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. 17. 17, 30. I'm so sad the speaker is dead. I really should check that Snapchat from her because we are going in a group together. Wait, who got this one? Is it 37 or is that the old one? She got it again. Sweetie, yeah.
Immediately, one note that I noticed is that she's getting confused about where things are at, and everyone is commenting numbers. So as a new viewer, I would be so confused what's going on. And like the focal point of the video is in the center, and there's a lot of random stuff here, and the bags are everywhere. So it just kind of feels like a shopping haul, and I'm just kind of worried if my thing is gonna get lost in the mess. So I would have been like a bit hesitant. That's just like my first impression, and I think that's kind of like what's affecting if I become loyal. But she seems cool. Her she switches a lot of. Okay, this is the thing about me. I notice how people speak because I'm so self-conscious about it. She has a lot of accents going on, so I'm like trying to figure her out more than the clothing. Like, what's the accent?
Size medium.
I just don't understand the accent.
1, 2, 3, go. Olivia, you were too speedy. That was so gross of me. What did I didn't hesitate either. Soph said it was 20. Does 20 have a bag open? Yes, they do. She was too excited. It's okay. It's okay. We've all been there. I am surprised you haven't gotten an item. Under the bench. It's mine. There's a Victoria's Secret bag, a bunny rabbit, and a hat.
It's mine.
Okay.
She said it was hers. Oh, goodness. I only got 2 items in my bag. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Someone's order got messed up. I called it. The comments are exposing her. You can't see them because I'm right there, but let me move myself up. Someone said that there was stuff missing in her bag.
Oh, look at that. I found it. Okay. So this is a bigger item.
I would not have bought from her after seeing that. I'm sorry. Not to be too critical, it's just I already could sense it, and then to have it confirmed, I would have like just kind of not. She's yapping a bit too much. We only saw like 2 products too. Like, I just don't have enough time to just sit there, you know? I'm so being so critical. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. This is just how my brain works.
Honestly, if you need to go to, even if you need to go to like an outdoor show, this would be so cute. Picture it with my skirt right now. Thank you, Playgirl. Thank you, guys. Oh, wait. Shit. So, thank you. Okay, let's do a set. 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 Okay. This one will be best for like medium to large, right? Let me see. Yes, medium to large. The back is like an open back little thing. So you cinch it into however you like to. Here, let me show you. You see that in the back? So it's halter up here, and it's also like a tying situation around here.
I feel like she needs a mannequin I think she needs a mannequin because I think she's like a very hands-on person. That she's struggling to show the items. I feel like there's a desire for her to show it, but she's becoming frustrated because she wants to go really fast. I think she has a very vibrant, like extroverted personality, but her tendency is to be very like touchy and like proactive with the items. But like she herself can't do it because she's so busy trying to show it. So I think like just a good mannequin or a different person coming in to like show the items could really help her, because she's kind of getting jumbled in knowing how to show it without like being super physical with it, if that makes sense. Like she just really wants to put it on, and I think it's like messing with her. But she has such a vibrant personality, and like the lighting is good, the setup is amazing, she's very personable. I think she just needs to slow down a bit and like figure out how to show the items better, because at one point she was on the floor trying to like do something with it, and it kind of lost my attention. But I think she was just really focused on like being hands-on with the item. But that's just kind of like the only thing I noticed about her. Everyone has their own way of approaching stuff though. Gary says the bag mess stresses me out and I wouldn't stick around to buy anything. Yeah. I just don't want to be mean. I just don't want to be mean. I don't want to be mean. I just... Oh gosh. I'm not perfect either. That's the thing. I criticize these people, but I'm nearly not close to where they're at.
Got locked in my garage. Oh my god, that's like the worst. Dude, I keep all my trash in my garage, so it smells so bad. Like if you get locked out in my garage, I mean, if you get locked in my garage, you're done.
I'm also counting how many times I see her back. I've seen her back like twice now. I don't want to see people's back. I'm sorry.
Okay, another top like mine. Look at the vibe, guys. Oh my god, I've been obsessed with these. Like this is so. If this doesn't scream summer to you, I don't know what else is. And then she also she's better than mine. She has like a little ribbon bow tie, so where you can cinch it or you can have kind of like relax the side down a little bit. Up to you. This is the inside. She doesn't have the pat at all, but then she does have the lining. Okay, she does have the lining. Anywhere from small to medium would fit, but this one would be perfect fit on a small. Anywhere from small to medium would fit. Perfect fit would be on a small. You're alive. I know. Long time no see. I think it's been like 2 or 3 months. I haven't seen you. $3 for anybody who needs her. So cute. Like that. And then guys, we do have a lot more mystery pull that is not tankini or bikini. Size anywhere from small to medium would fit. Small to medium would fit, but perfect fit would be on a small. Size anywhere from small to medium. These are super stretchy and like super huggy to your body. We do have a lot more J Fashion mystery pull too. So if you want to stay for that, that'll be next. Bye.
Okay, I counted her back again. I think she needs to put the clothing in front of her.
Spicy girl, A blue, and then it has like a little bow tie right there with like a star detail. This one would be perfect fit on a medium, small to medium, but perfect fit would be on a medium. She has like the padding right there. So cute. I don't know if I'm like the only weird girl, but I love to wear tankini, and I've been saying that for so many years. I've been wearing this kind of style like all summer long for so long, but I think I'm like the only one. But if you know what I mean, you know, like these top in the summer, what's wrong with it? I know, right? Oh.
Gary says, I don't think it's me and I find it constructive. You're finding what you like to avoid in your own shows to improve them. Yeah, it's just, I feel like because I'm so overcritical of other people that when I'm gonna go on my live stream, I just know there's so much shit I need to work on. It's just I like being constructive and like critical, but like I know I'm nowhere near where they're at, so it just kind of feels like hypocritical in a lot of ways. But I am taking notes. I'm just always so critical, but I hope people are also understanding. Like I understand that there's improvements that everyone can make. Carrie says I'm just a buyer, and even I have a critical eye for things a lot of sellers do. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna take a break from watching. So the thing is, There's so much that I thought about. I think I'm gonna probably go on live in the evenings. Hi, Marissa. I think I'm gonna go live on one-off shows in the evenings. It's just most of my streams, like my YouTube and like Twitch streams, are in the evening. So I was thinking, what if I do the one-off streams at like 9 after my normal like Twitch and YouTube streams? Because I typically end at 9. So like on Mondays, I typically end at 9. On Tuesdays, I end around there as well. But I do like gaming at night on Tuesdays. I can keep those. I can keep that schedule. Like the news at 5 and then the gaming at 9. And then Wednesdays, I can do like evenings for whatnot. And then Thursdays, I can do evenings. And then Fridays, I can do days. I need to figure out like a good schedule. I think that's what I'm grappling with, but I have to be there for hours. So am I willing to like go on at like 9 and be there until like 4 in the morning? Probably not. Oh my god. I'm really bad at scheduling my life. They were saying that lunch breaks are really good to go on whatnot during lunch breaks, which I'm kind of like in that bracket. If I go on at 1, early mornings I feel like is a dead hour because most people are at work. But there is people jumping on. Like this one has 42 views. Like what are people doing at 11 in the morning on a one-off show?
On a paper tag, and then this one has like peace signs on it, and like all the waistband is peace signs. So cutie. I love. Okay, let's get the waist on them so you guys can know. So it is going to be a 16 to 19 on the waist, but let's also get the rise just to see what the rise is. Okay, so the rise is going to be 9. So I would say probably like medium to large. Probably medium to large. On this one, okay, I'm on this literally. Okay, she's gone. She's gone, guys. I'm not gonna do that anymore. Okay, medium to large on these Roxy's. Okay.
I feel like she's a really good seller. Virgo Vintage 888. I like her energy. She's pretty calm. I feel like I'd watch her just because I like her energy. Her aesthetic is pretty cool. And she took the time to measure them. I personally wouldn't buy the shorts, but it looks like she prepped them in advance, so like that kind of tells me there's like a sense of like responsibility there in organization, and like everything's kind of mapped out, and I like her aesthetic. So I personally would watch her in my free time. It's just like the clothing in itself, like looking at the preview, like most of it is like very maximalistic pieces, and I don't really wear maximalist items, so I just probably wear for like, wait, what did it say? I'd probably just like watch her to like watch her. Oh my god. My god. My god. My god. My god. My god. Guys, ew. My camera stopped working. Okay, give me a second. What happened? Okay, this is my fucking karma for talking shit about people. Sorry guys. Can you see me? Yeah, you can see me. Dude, okay, I'm gonna take a break from watching people. I think it's messing with my head. Yep, it's messing with my head. Carrie says it's hard to figure out a set schedule when your personal energy levels vary. I wonder if you could just experiment with different times and see what you like best. Yeah, so I was talking about this to my family yesterday because they know I have the most random like personality, and I've always been like quote unquote a free spirit. I don't stick to anything. Like people try to predict me, they try to like figure me out. I don't even know what I'm doing most of the time. I almost canceled the stream like 10 minutes before I was gonna start it. I don't know how to like be predictable, so it's kind of bothering me because I need a schedule for this. When I was at my 9 to 5, like people were so impressed I was actually showing up every day. They're like, oh, you're still at that job? Yeah, I'm still at that job.
She's not your type of girl.
I'm gonna put music in the background. So maybe my consistency can be inconsistency. No, I'm not gonna do that. I can try doing the 1 p.m.s and then do sometimes in the evenings. I also took some notes from yesterday, so my mom really gave me a lot of good tips. I think she like really grounded me in like what I have to focus in on. Okay, so guys, I'm like so overwhelmed. Okay, so she was explaining that I need consistency and patience. She's always said that about me. I need more consistency and patience in my life. And she was just saying, just try it out. Just continue doing it at 1 p.m. If it doesn't sell, don't take it personally. I was kind of like trying not to crash out when things didn't sell. So she was like trying to show me how to show the items. Like she could tell I was getting like really panicky, and I'm still really panicky, and I'm really nervous still. I just struggle with that a lot. So she was just telling me tips of how to show the items, how to like talk about the items. She was telling me to like mark the items better, because I kept messing up with the numbering of it. So like I sold something that was like CUTIE pole number 2, but I marked it as like a different thing. Like my usage of numbers and labeling it to know like what sold and how it sold was getting really confusing. I just really struggle with numbers. So she was just telling me to write what sold a certain way. So like for example, let's say like I'm showing items, I can keep putting an auction for like number 3, but until it sells, I'll write down that item was number 3, if that makes sense. And that doesn't really make sense without a visual, I feel like. But she was just telling me like once it's sold, copy the number that's on the screen and just set it on the item. Me and numbers just do not get along. So she gave me a good tip. You guys will see it in action today. Because I was just getting really confused yesterday. Another thing that she told me was I can mark the items beforehand, which Carrie, you mentioned. Trying to like mark everything beforehand. Oh my god, this is so difficult for me. Oh, fuck. That's actually a good idea. Tell people to turn on their notifications, because you never know when you will jump on. Oh, that's true. Okay. Okay. Oh, she was also saying that I need to investigate how to like be more of a salesperson. So there's like examples. Guys, I'm like literally the most nervous I've ever been in my fucking life. This is like new levels of like anxiety. Is it called HBU? HBO? Seller. What's those selling sites? Those like TV shows where they sell you stuff. She was recommending me I watch like those TV sellers. TV women. I'm Googling it. Here, let me show you. TV women sellers. HBU? Is it called HBU? HBO? I don't know what it's called. Professional sellers. Professional women sellers. HBO? Is that what it's called? HSN. This. She was telling me to watch these. Bro, can I just watch it? My god.
Atlas models at hot
everyone, it's Suzanne. It's time to step into the HSN Spotlight, your exclusive all-access pack. I love HSN.
If you love HSN, you're going to love QVC Plus and HSN Plus even more. Watch and shop the latest shows live.
New arrivals. Megan Renee faux wrap dress. Your HSN deal price $73.95, or go ahead and grab it on 3 flex for $24.65. I think the shape is perfect, and I love a wrap dress. I'm going to talk all about it. I'm gaga over it. My color is fire red that you're seeing on me. We also have 2 prints to choose from. You are looking at the multi-print here as well, with all the colors, all these flashy colors. That's this one right here. You're going to see this carried out throughout the collection in other pieces as well. Over here, we've got what we are calling the black print. I mean, come on, this is to die for. So awesome. We also have the Day Glow. This is a wonderful color palette. This is fun, this is fresh, this is contemporary fashions, but heck yes, throwing it back to that classic wrap dress, which I like, just made my life in fashion in these wrap dresses. I want to introduce to you now Megan Smith of Megan Renee Fashions. She's here with us live. It's so good to find.
She has 4K cameras, has the overlays on there, professional lighting, cameras that move around, has guests, has models, has a QR code. I mean, this is like the best I could ever do on that app, and I don't think a lot of people have unlocked this mode of sales. So I feel like this is like the best you could ever get to in a lot of ways, but most sellers are just kind of like doing this however they think is best. And for commercials, yeah, it's essentially that, but this is a whole production team, you know, but it can give me an idea of like how to present things. Yeah, it's a good example. I'm not gonna get near this close of a production style anytime soon, but it can give me an idea of how to improve.
Finally meet you. I have to tell you, all of the hosts, ever since you launched this line recently, right?
Yeah.
What month was that? Just a few months ago.
Just a few months ago, yeah.
Right?
Okay, they're just chit-chatting. I feel like this is what you have like in your living room. It's a different dynamic because this is on TV, not on your phone. I feel like if you're on your phone, you lose people's attention really quickly.
And then it has this nice shearing at the neckline and this like cap sleeve. It's just one of those easy dresses you can wear to work, wear it to happy hour. It's just one of those silhouettes that's going to be in your closet, and it's like timeless. Yeah. And I just love it.
And people just be talking about the most random shit about clothing. Like, anything can be anything. I feel like that's kind of like, okay, honest to God, do you guys want me to be honest? I just feel dumb doing this, and that's why I'm overthinking it. There's like nothing important to talk about. Oh, it's this pretty little shirt with florals, and it's $4. Like, that's it. That's it. There's nothing else there. One thing I like that you did was mentioning different ways of styling. Dude, I blacked out. I have no idea what I said, but I appreciate it. I was having an anxiety or a panic attack the entire time, essentially. I feel like I came off really like monotone and calm, which is kind of like my voice and like my vibe typically, but it was just like dead. The energy was so dead. I think being outside kind of like created more of a vibe or an aesthetic or a sense of like something, but I just really kind of don't want to do this again. Can I not do this right now? God, I'm gonna have to do this all over again. Oh my goodness, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm essentially overwhelmed. Okay, let me watch this a bit more.
Like too how you get that little bit of the asymmetrical cut in the front.
Yeah.
Like I'm not showing too much leg.
No, it's just enough to be chic and a little sexy, but still you can wear it to work, and it's just one of those all-purpose dresses I feel that has a lot of use to it. And I really love the wrapping in the front with the tulip hem is just so flattering. And I love all seeing all the colors together. It's so pretty.
I think the way you kind of did this blouson out top with the cap sleeve, it also helps balance those proportions.
Yeah.
I'm a gal that carries my weight in my hips, and I have a pretty good looking little waist there. So I love that you kind of gave us this ruching across my tummy area, because this is where I carry it, but it looks so flattering on.
Yeah.
And then because you gave us sort of this blousey or bit up here, it cuts in at the waist really beautifully. But
and the proportions just are very flattering, and I think it's just, and that's one of the things that I pay attention a lot to when I design for women, is because I know how we want to feel and what we want to wear and what we want to like exude when we put on these pieces, and we all want our waists to be snatched.
Yes, this kind of does it for you.
It does. It really does.
There's nothing tight. Like there's no elastic or buttons digging in here. It is just a gorgeous.
Oh my god. Okay. Marissa says you seemed really calm and like you just wanted to share nice clothing with nice people. I blacked out the entire time. I used to do that a lot in community organizing. I would like have these meetings that were super like intense and professional, and like my brain would just like disattach from itself, and then at the end of it I would kind of come back to myself, if that makes sense, and then people are like, oh my god, you did amazing, thank you so much for the meeting. I'm like, I have no idea what just happened. I don't know how my brain pulls it off, but I managed to like do stuff without even like mentally being there. Like my brain just goes on autopilot. Yeah, I'm a genius. Or I'm just dissociative. Okay, she was saying to categorize the items, so like separate them from, so my mom was saying to categorize the items, which I was doing, so separate the stuff by like short sleeves, long sleeves, and then like other categories, which I will be doing. I'm gonna actually like grab the items right now and organize it with you guys, and then choose items that are like a bit more like spring / summer and more like just standard items, because I had a lot of unique things that just are harder to sell or harder to wear in a normal day. Yeah. But yeah, today I'll be going through 25 items. I'll only be there for an hour. Honestly, I feel like I'm gonna jump off earlier than an hour, because my brain is just like struggling. It's just, I struggle a lot with starting something and to continue being consistent with it. Listing with the tape is going to be a method today, and then I think I'll be outside again, and that setup is just, it was kind of raining. What's the weather like? 52 degrees, partly cloudy. Is it gonna rain though? Dude, okay, here's the biggest thing that freaking annoyed me. I was out there yesterday, right? I was out there since 10 in the freaking morning. That's why I didn't go on the live stream. I know I was supposed to be here yesterday at 10 a.m. I told you guys I was gonna prep with you guys. I didn't. You know why? I was so freaking overconsumed by like just starting all of this that I just couldn't. I couldn't face anyone, not even myself. So I sat out there in my yard at 10 in the morning, and then I was just watching streams. I watched a streamer in general that he's like so fun and weird that it calms me down in a very weird sense. But I was just watching him, and then I was contemplating life and what the fuck I'm doing. No, actually, I was out there for 3 hours if I was out there at 10. So for 3 hours, I was just sitting out there in the nature, you know, watching the streams. And then it's like 1 a.m., right? Or 1 p.m., right? And it starts raining. It started raining. But then it left after a couple seconds. It was so weird. Anyways, that was my story. This is such a visual diary of my life, because I'm gonna look back at this and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, she was just everywhere in the stream. She was just everywhere. Okay. What else do I have to think about? Maybe we should focus on getting the clothing. What else do I have to think about? Hosting a show. Oh, I spent like very little time on each item. I felt like I only spent 1 minute on each item. I was going through them fast. I kind of like that though. And all the items are like 4 to 7 ounces. So that was good for like shipping, for shipping in general. Made that very clear. It's been in my titles. What else? Oh my god. After these first shows, I think I'm going to be so good. I'm going to be improving a lot. It's just the beginning is always the hardest. Oh, fees. There's so much fees related to whatnot. It's actually freaking crazy. Okay, that was it. I need to do this a lot. Yep, I have to do this a lot. The first shows are the hardest, like you said, yeah. Have you done shows, Carrie? Let me go get the clothing. You know, guys, sometimes talking is a bit redundant. Let me go get the clothing that I'm thinking about showing today and then organizing it with you guys. Okay. We have a plan. We have a plan. Lesbian fashion history? Wait, what is this? Is there a lesbian fashion history? I kind of don't want to watch that. Wait, what should we watch? It's begging season? These playlists are so weird. Wait, what should we watch? Is there anything? Oh wait, Carrie, you mentioned something the other day about microplastics or wanting me to watch something and I completely forgot. What was that? Carrie says, I haven't sold, but my sister has. She started with 2 cheap Walmart racks and numbered clothing hangers in her bedroom. Yeah, I think that's like the pretty standard situation. Coachella is tomorrow. That's crazy. Wait, we should watch this. I don't like Coachella. Even if you paid me to go there, I wouldn't go.
Coachella 2013! Woo!
I'll be right back.
With Coachella just around the corner and the 2016 trend just gracing us at the start of the year, it really got me reflecting on the 2010s boho chic aesthetic. There was a time, somewhere between 2012 and 2017, when bohemian fashion had a very distinct look. A Coachella, fast fashion-y, Instagram-ready look. It was peak Tumblr, peak celebrity culture, peak 2010s hipster era, and it might just look like another boho aesthetic on the surface, but there's a lot to unpack here. I'm going to be talking in an insane amount of depth about the 2010s boho chic aesthetic today, breaking down the cultural context of the 2010s that shaped it, its key clothing pieces, beauty looks, and its inevitable decline. Let's get into it. Background. The term boho chic has always sounded like a contradiction to me. Boho, which is short for bohemian, originally referred to Romani people in 15th century France, who were thought to have migrated from Bohemia, a historical region in the modern-day Czech Republic. By the mid-1800s, it had evolved to describe anyone leading an unconventional, artistic lifestyle. Chic, meaning stylish or elegant, when combined with boho, reflects how a free-spirited style became polished, packaged, and broadcast through celebrity culture and mass media. I think let's just go back a bit to understand. In the mid-1800s in Paris, Bohemianism was defined by artists and intellectuals who rejected societal norms in favour of creative freedom, often living in poverty and on the margins of society. Often artists and muses, epitomised by figures like Jane Morris, adopted loose, flowing, romantic garments, rejecting the corsetry of the time as a symbol of resistance. Bohemian fashion evolved throughout the late 19th century and into the 20th century, throughout the aesthetic movement, Roaring Twenties, the 50s beatniks. I won't go into this in too much detail, but right up to the bohemian dressing of the 60s and the 70s hippies that was so impactful for young people that it pushed boho fashion into the mainstream for the next 50 years. They even helped get it on the runways, with designers like Thea Porter, Yves Saint Laurent, and Karl Lagerfeld for Chloe. And then in the 90s, Tom Ford for Gucci and Anna Sui, who was mixing boho with grunge. By the end of the 20th century, boho dressing, while still emblematic of that romantic, artistic living, was no longer a niche subculture in France, but a popular choice of style. This all set the stage for the emergence of boho chic in the mid-2000s, when bohemian dressing became deeply intertwined with celebrity culture. I did a whole video on the 2000s boho chic aesthetic, so go check that out for more information. But basically, figures like Sienna Miller, widely seen as the style's muse, alongside Kate Moss, Mary-Kate Olsen, and Nicole Richie, popularized a more polished, designer-infused version of boho, adding a chic to boho chic. So in the peak of 2000s...
Carrie says, you can never catch me at a music festival. I'm simply not built for that. Bruh. Same. You guys are actually watching this? I was gone. It's gone the entire time. I get more viewers when I'm not here.
Celebrity mania. All of these it girls' visibility in tabloids drove mass replication, and brands quickly produced both accessible and high-end versions of their outfits, exemplified by the hypnotic Roberto Cavalli's 2005 summer collection. This moment marked a shift. While boho style had entered the mainstream earlier, the 2000s firmly positioned it within celebrity culture and mass media, transforming it into an aesthetic defined as much by it girls as by its original.
Okay. Alright, we're back. I'm gonna put my Hello Kitty hat on because my hair is bothering me. Should I do the whatnot stream with just like this hat? Does I look like I'm look like I'm 19 or something. I'm literally 19, guys, or like 18, even 16. I'm just 16 years old. I'm just 16. Okay, so I have a lot of stuff that I bought at the bins, and I need to categorize. Do you guys want music, or do you want to continue watching the video? Maybe I'll do music. What's some good songs?
Me va a tomar algunos días recuperarme de ti.
Okay. Whatever works for you is good with me, says Marissa. I kinda wanna go punch a wall right now. You guys wanna go punch a wall with me? Okay. So I have cardigans. This is dude, I've been watching the weirdest people on Twitch just doing the most random stuff, and I'm like, yeah, this is cool. I can watch this, and then I do random stuff. I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. The music was so loud, but I was basically saying I have a bunch of Goodwill stuff that I want to like categorize. Yeah, thank you, Carrie. Is this fine? I just realized. It's like, wait a minute. But basically I went to the bins, right? Went to the bins and I grabbed a bunch of stuff and I was trying to categorize it while I was at the store. So I was like, okay, like I can do this today or can do this on Sunday. So I'm trying to like come up with like a good way to like tailor aesthetics. I don't know if I should go more grungy or I should do like more feminine cutie stuff. The thing is with me is I don't want weirdo men in my content creation stuff. So I've been very specific and intentional about how I phrase things on my live streams, not only for Whatnot but for YouTube, for Twitch. I think it's really important that I make it very like wholesome and cutie so that I can avoid weirdo men. That's always been my strategy. That's why I don't really like to show my body or like dress up or do makeup or anything like that. Like I just don't want weirdo men on my platforms. So it's kind of like beneficial for me to like focus on cutie like clothing and like girly kind of things, so that when I do these like live streams that is essentially prepping for Whatnot, like I'm making it very clear what my like I guess brand is, like what my focus is. Because let's say I do like sexy lingerie Whatnot shows and I put that as a title for YouTube as a title as I prep for stuff. I don't want to invite like randomness. You know what I mean? Like I don't want perverted men on my platform, and that's like my biggest fear for me, that like weirdo men come into my streams. That's why I like try to incorporate a lot of like different plushies and aesthetics. Like this is kind of cute, but like it's not necessarily like me. I feel like I've curated my room to be cutie, but it's like not what I would normally do for my room, if that makes sense. But I have to live in like my work room. Like you know, like this is my streaming room. Okay. But I found so many unique things, like this romper. I wonder what's trendy right now. I don't really pay attention to trends. I think it's like Y2K stuff, but most of the things that I grab are not what you see in the mall. Marissa on YouTube says that kind of breaks my heart that you've had to alter your aesthetic because men lack self-control. I have a lot of stalkers, Marissa. I get so many calls from men. Dude, maybe I shouldn't talk about it, but there's this guy that keeps calling me from different phone numbers. It's like an Android phone number, and I try to call him back to see what he wanted, and it goes back to like a roofing company. But like how do you have so much time to be calling me? And it was different phone numbers that led back to the same roofing company. Like, bruh, you made it so fucking obvious that you don't actually own a roofing company if different phone numbers from supposed different areas in Illinois are going back to the same roofing company voice message. Like, bro, get a fucking life. And then he messaged me. He fucking messaged me when I went offline last week. Here, let me show it. It's so annoying. So, he literally, the first freaking message he sends me is the first message. Are you home or are you still out? Mind you, this was sent on a unknown phone number, okay? And I ask him, who is this? And then he responds, Illinois though, dash. That's actually a pretty nice place. If you don't mind, perhaps we could let this misunderstanding be the start of a friendship. And then I say, question mark, question mark, question mark, who is this? And then he responds, OMG, I'm so sorry. I can be a bit careless sometimes. I just checked. And it looks like I accidentally entered the wrong phone number. I really hope I haven't disrupted your lovely day. Okay, at that point I'm like, okay, maybe they made a mistake. But why would they mention Illinois first? And then I said, I hope it was a wrong phone number. And then you're good. Thumbs up. But then he responds, if you were in Manhattan, I would buy you a cup of coffee to apologize. But the phone number leads to it being in Canada. The 416 phone, that's a Canadian phone. But he literally addressed Illinois, so he knew it was in Illinois. But then he's talking about getting a coffee in Manhattan. Like, obviously you're a fucking stalker, and then his messages were AI written. You can tell they're AI written. So, like, I can't do this. I can't, like, keep... Sorry, it's... The... Carrie, Twitch, it's like, was trying to, like, mod you, but... I accepted it. Weirdo. Yeah, he is a weirdo. I can't even talk about it in a normal way. I saw that lol. Block, 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 block. You don't owe anyone a reply or your kindness, says Marissa. But he kept calling me. He called me like 6 times that day. The one week I don't go live, he went mayhem mode. I know he watches my streams. I know he does. Remember last week I didn't go on live? He was calling me. He called me 5 fucking times. And then on April Fool's, this hacker calls me again. I had literally went to the bins. I went to the fucking bins to calm down because he had been bothering me in the past few days. And then I answer the phone because I'm like, okay, I just need to answer the phone because I hadn't been answering any of his calls, but I knew it was him. No, like, no one really calls me. So if it was a random phone number from Illinois, obviously it was this guy that's been calling me and, like, messaging me. And he has been doing it months ago too. But I had never answered his calls. So I answer it. I'm like, hello? And then he asks for my dad's name. And I hand it over to my brother. And the only thing we understood was that he was from a roofing company and wanted to, like, confirm the address. What? No, you're not gonna confirm my fucking address, bro. He is such a creep. He is such a creep. Hi, Automod. Men are so unhinged and it's so baffling to me that the lengths they go. What a creep. Yeah. My brother, he specializes in computer science. He knows how to deal with this stuff. And my brother's got my back, which I'm really grateful for. But essentially it's like this young 20-year-old like Latino man pretending to be working for like a roofing company. And trying to get in contact with me. And I'm really active in a Discord chat. And I think every time that I message, he wants to call me or text me. But like, I don't know you. I just don't know you. I don't use fake names on Discords. I don't use fake profile pictures and anything. I'm just my fucking self. I don't like pretending that I'm not something I'm not. I don't like pretending I'm someone else. I use my stuff. I use my name. That's fucking it. That doesn't mean that you can stalk me. It doesn't mean you can stalk me. And it's happened every single time in the past I've done anything. In community organizing spaces and casual groups, I've always have had to be stalked by at least one person that does not understand boundaries. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm nice. Maybe I'm a little bit awkward and people think they can superimpose themselves on me. Maybe they just feel so seen by me because I understand people. I don't fucking know, but it happens in every situation I've ever been in my fucking life, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of these men just bothering me. I like normal people. Like, if you understand me, if you're kind, I will reciprocate that energy. It's just like, you don't have to call me on random Android phone numbers for 5 times in a fucking day and then message me because you're so desperate to know what I'm doing because I haven't live streamed in a week. How much time do you have, bro? Like, my whole thing is like full of random calls from him. On April 1st, he was especially obnoxious. He's done it like in the beginnings of March. Like, bro, get a fucking grip. And I don't care if he's listening. I don't care if he's watching right now. I don't give a fuck. Like, leave me alone. Carrie says, oh gosh, that really sucks. I'm so sorry you get bothered for literally no reason. You could do nothing and still get these guys acting like this. Get a grip, exactly. And it happened to one of my new favorite streamers that I discovered. I can show the video that she made about what has happened to her. And she's such an amazing, like, streamer. So nice. And a lot of what I've experienced, she's experienced as well. Like, there's just so many creeper men out there. And I'm not gonna stop streaming. I'm not gonna stop doing content. I'm not gonna stop. You can watch me, but you will never have access to me. I'm talking to the men. No. I mean, if you want to be friends and I want to be your friend, yeah, we can be friends. But, like, beyond that, like, go fuck yourself.
This guy.
Okay. So this is another example.
Comments. I need to blank on her. Here, we're commented on like 3 of my videos. And then there's the one of me leaning like the chair all the way back. The guy says, same guy by the way. We could make perfect use of that. What? Then on my 30-minute long video of me talking about how I left my job because I was so depressed and physically, like, and mentally just not there. You should just skip to the part where you make an OnlyFans. And to put it into perspective for you, I have 104 subscribers on YouTube. Okay? My YouTube shorts maybe get like 1,000 views. I'm not viral or anything. Mind you, I don't even like show my body or even if I did, like those comments wouldn't be okay. Literally, it's just me sitting in front of my camera like this. And it's just like those comments just overtly like explicitly sexual and like sexualizing me. Women are just sexualized for existing. That is so fucked. It's so fucked. It's so nasty. This guy comments,
It's really worrisome what's going on the internet. Carrie says that's so disgusting and disheartening that women can't exist at all anywhere safely. Yeah, I mean, I say a lot that I like hate men and that men are like dumb or whatever, but it's just out of a fear because so many are really dangerous and like horrible to be around. But like, I know there's good ones out there. Like, my brothers are amazing. There's so many, yeah, like amazing men, but it's just on the internet, it's just there's so many people that feel so entitled to you. And I feel like I'm a very open person and I share a lot, so I think they feel entitled to me and like my life and my time, and the people in my past miss me in a lot of ways because I just kind of leave people's life when I don't agree with them. I don't address people directly when they've harmed me. I just kind of leave secretly, or subliminally or whatever. I ghost them essentially. So I guess men with control freak attitudes just kind of like want access to me but don't know how to get it, so they try to reach me in a lot of different ways. But I changed a lot of my phone numbers. I don't tell people where I live. I don't tell people my schedule. I never share my location. So the only thing they have access to is my streams and my YouTube videos. And I think seeing me in my room has escalated things a lot for them. Like, the sexualization of like women is one thing, but like the sexualization of like the setting as well. Like, a bed doesn't mean anything. It shouldn't mean anything except a resting space. Like, there's plushies, there's a blanket. That's really all that should mean. But people have, I guess, taken the setting and like manipulated it to their imagination. But I generally just want to share my passion. Like, I'm not gonna stop streaming. I'm not gonna stop doing content creation because of the shitty minds that people have. I've always said that I wanted a career in sustainable fashion. I've always cared about sustainability. I've always cared about people. I've always cared about the planet. It's just no one has given me a job in this field. No one has believed in me whether because of my neurodivergence, because of my anxiety, because I'm not like everyone that typically performs in those settings. Like, I just was always was an outlier and have felt like an outlier or a black sheep. So I was never giving up. I've never been given an opportunity. For example, I can be honest now, if anyone cares. I reached out to the local Sustainable Fashion Week that was happening here in Chicago. I emailed them multiple times saying, hey, I want to volunteer. They're having a show in April. It's coming up soon. I reached out pretty early. It was like the end of this February. And I reached out again early March. They kept rejecting, they were rejecting me because they were saying, yeah, let's talk at this hour, let's talk at that hour to get you set up. They would always not, how do I explain this? Okay, so originally we had a time to meet, right? They missed a meeting. They're like, oh my God, I forgot about it. I forgot about the meeting. We set up a different meeting. They said, oh, I'm busy because my friend got injured and we're doing something. Okay, so the second meeting was canceled. Then I reached out again and I said, hey, I would really love to volunteer. How can I get involved? They never answered my email. I reached out again saying, hey, I would love to be part of the blog team. They ignored me. So it's kind of like I got rejected 4 times to be part of the Sustainable Fashion Week, but they consistently see the content that I do online and they follow me on my social media, so they're well aware of me, to the point where they're following my stuff. It's just they don't want me personally involved, because if you've missed a couple meetings and you keep ignoring my emails, obviously you're not interested in me. But they were actively recruiting volunteers, they were actively onboarding people as I was reaching out to them, so it was most likely a conscious choice to not include me. But it's what have I done to not be included while everyone else gets chosen? So I have multiple theories, but often enough they choose people that are like them, that are privileged, that are the similar demographic, that have a similar background. So there's always been a lot of setbacks. I've never really been the one to be chosen. I've always been kind of dismissed and ignored. That's just been the reality of my life. And it's not to be a victim. It's just, again, the example of emailing and trying to do something, and people consistently just don't show up and meet you where you're at. They could have just been honest. They could have been no, you're not what we're looking for, or there's certain requirements, or they could have set up the meeting, actually gone to it, and then been we filled the role with someone else. Have a sense of professionalism to it, give me a reason. But there was no reason except just ghosting and just not wanting to give me the time of day, and kind of leading me on in a lot of ways as well. But also in community organizing spaces, I used to do the communication stuff for a union, and they essentially made me do a lot of projects that I had no authority over, even though I was in charge of the communication stuff for the union. And then I went on break for a month, and I came back to Montana, and they had done this whole communications campaign without telling me. So I don't know what the point of this tangent is, but I feel it's just, I'm just really grateful to have the space that I have here on my streams. I think it will really allow me to pursue the topic that I've always wanted to pursue, which is sustainability, and I can take control of my space and have no one tell me whether it's good or bad. If you think it's bad, then you can leave, obviously, that's your choice. But if you say it's bad and you hate me for it, I can just ban you. I can make you leave. I don't how do I describe this? How do I describe it? If you want to reject me, fine, but I'm still gonna have my space, you can't push me out of my own space. You can't push me out of my own space. And the reason why they're following me on my YouTube and my Instagrams or whatever is because I think they want something from me, but they don't want me in their space. They just want my platform. That's what I'm starting to think from the women in Chicago. But I mean, it's kind of been that my entire life. People want my brain. They want my my smartness, but they don't want me. But I'm not gonna give people my free labor. I'm not gonna give them my brain anymore. But yeah, I'm building my own stuff, my own platform. I genuinely don't know what goes on in people's brain to have them like be so inconsistent with like outreach. I wish I knew, or I wish I could talk to the people, like, let's say in Chicago, like, why they like missed so many meetings and why they didn't want me as a volunteer, because that's kind of hurtful. Maybe it was quote unquote a miscommunication, which is what they often say. That's what they say often enough in PR talk, like, oh, it was a miscommunication, we didn't mean to like ghost you, or we didn't mean to like ignore your volunteer outreach stuff, but like they did. You did. You can't just miss someone reaching out so many times, especially when you need volunteers. Like, that was an active choice, whether you want to admit it or not. There was some biases in there, and I know it, but they want my platform. It's like, no, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. But again, it's like the same sort of thing with like the stalkers. Like, you cannot feel entitled to me or my platform or my space or like anything. Like, you have to accept everything. So if I say like you're being a creeper fucker, like, accept it and like go get a grip and get a life, because I'm not gonna be taken out of my own space that I've built because you wanted a lot of me. Like, I'm not gonna leave. I'm not gonna leave. I'm not gonna leave my space. I'm not gonna leave my streams. I'm not gonna leave the things that I've been fighting for. I have nothing else. I have nothing else. No one has given me anything else in my fucking life. No one has given me an opportunity. In community organizing, no one wanted to hire me. And the stuff that I did, no one actually like believed in my leadership. I'm kidding you. Like, I'm not trying to be a victim. Every single place didn't give me the leadership I deserved. Like, I don't know what I've done wrong in the past couple of years, but like, Marissa would know, like, just visually, if you watch my first streams back in January 2025, I looked miserable. I looked like disgusting. I looked so tired, so drained. I was a shell of myself. I couldn't even talk right. I was not like making statements. It almost sounded like I was saying questions when I talked. Like, I didn't have any sense of self-confidence in myself. Like, I didn't think anyone fucking cared about me. I didn't think anything could ever happen to me, and I'm still thinking like that in a lot of ways, but it's improved a lot. But it was just like a testament to like everything I went through for so many years. Like, I gave my youth for these organizations, and they never hired me, and they never believed in me. They never even gave me like a reference to use if I apply to other jobs. But you know, like, I think there's always going to be ways to like grow as a person, and I feel like the content that I'm doing, the presence that I'm having online will really help me and others. So yeah, I don't know if any of that made sense. Marissa says, you have never looked disgusting, but your confidence has grown exponentially, and it's wonderful to see you believe in yourself. I did look disgusting. Oh my god, the lighting was horrible. The lighting was so horrible. What the heck? It was horrible. Also, disclaimer, I do like my room. It's just like, this is not me. Like, it's not this cutesy. Like, I'm not typically this cutesy. But this is cute. Like, I like this. The flowers and the hearts and the axolotls. I should organize my stuff. Oh my god, I should need to organize my shit.
Decirnos la verdad, abrazar la soledad que nos juntó. Quemar cada palabra que arrojaste, regar mi corazón hasta que estalle, recostarme en mí y llorar, abrazar la soledad que tu abrazo dio. sé que hay que partir muy lejos, ya no sé ni qué sentir. Cuando sé que hay que salir muy lejos, noche no podré dormir. Adorno con terciopelo, un cachito, caramelo, nuestro amor en paralelo, lo agarramos del anzuelo. Adorno con terciopelo, un cachito, caramelo, no importa si me desvelo, eres parte de mis sueños.
I don't know what it is with like the sizing and the pricing of Goodwill, but why is it $4.29? 29 cents? Why is it 29 cents?
Será cierto, los dos hablando a la vez. Adorno con terciopelo, un cachito, caramelo, nuestro amor en paralelo, lo agarramos del anzuelo. Adorno con terciopelo, un cachito, caramelo, no importa si me desvelo, eres parte de mis sueños. Eres parte de mis sueños. Adorno con terciopelo, un cachito, caramelo, nuestro amor en paralelo, lo agarramos del anzuelo. Adorno con terciopelo, un cachito, caramelo, no importa si me desvelo, eres parte de mis sueños. Adorno con terciopelo, un cachito, caramelo, nuestro amor en paralelo, lo agarramos del anzuelo. Adorno con terciopelo, un cachito, caramelo, no importa si me desvelo, eres parte de mis sueños. Canto, caminando sueño, sueño por el beso, beso como canto. Bailo, bailo como sueno, sueno como huyendo, huyo como un llanto. En el calor de un abrazo, palabras caminando.
Okay. I think I've organized a lot of the stuff that I need. I don't feel like doing this. Oh, I don't feel like doing this. Maybe I'm just gonna do this for 30 minutes. Just a 30-minute live stream. I think I'm just in my head. I think I'm just in my head. You know, when you're like gonna go do a class presentation and you're just kind of sitting at your desk and you're like, I don't like the feeling of having to do this, and then you go and do it. Yeah, this is like the beforehand mayhem. The beforehand mayhem. Maybe we need to watch more people do this. Like, what are people doing on Whatnot right now? Let me see, another example. It's 12 p.m., so people are coming on to, like, sell more stuff because it's lunch hour. Let's see. Baddie night. $25 viewers.
So cute. Thank you guys for your bids. This is adorable with this in the middle. Like, what? And then it has it on this as well. But I'm like, this is so cute. You guys get it. I'm so glad I have a chat that gets it today. With the Y2K. Sometimes I don't do it too hot. I'm like, this is so cute. I would wear this. Okay. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate all of you that are on here today. Number 1, let's do it. Why not? Okay, this is so cute. This little Sonoma. I ran this in the beginning of the show. Didn't even get a single bid. Size large. Adorable. Has the buttons like all down the pockets. So cute. So, let's do it. Love it. Size large on this, you guys. And it is like this gray, like, I don't know what you call that, but it's cute. It's almost like velvet, kinda. Adorable. Thank you guys for your bids, and thank you for sticking with me in the show. I'm gonna try to get to everybody, I promise, promise, promise. Good pickup. Thank you, thank you. Number 4. American Eagle, this is so cute. Here's the American Eagle hit right here. If you can, oh, why do I keep doing that? I'm looking in my computer. Okay, here we go. Cute little American Eagle hit. It has like this in the hood. And it's this blue jacket. So vibrant. Older tag right here. Size medium. Let's run it. Love. Super cute at the bottom as well. I love this blue color. This is like probably one of my favorites. Size medium, great quality. It's a good fabric too. Thank you guys for your bids today. I appreciate all of you. Good pickup. Still 4 seconds, but good pickup on this. Oh, we got some last minute. I love this. You guys like the little, how cute. Thank you so much for your first purchase as well. You guys, I run shows like this all the time. Give me a follow. I don't have any upcoming shows scheduled, but I will schedule them. Okay. Okay, 67. I know you've probably been saying that for a second. And of course, it's 67. Okay. Ooh, the little kitten heels. Yes, let's do it. I haven't done a pair of shoes yet. These are so cute, too. They're like woven. Another good beach necessity or bride. They're Dune, London. I did get these from the bins. So, yeah, they say they're a size 40. So, I'm not... What does that translate to, you guys? I feel like I'm a size... Hold on. Let me try it on.
You say maybe lean into that. Call it a 25 item flash sale or something that lets you leave quickly. Yeah, that's a good idea. I just feel guilty leaving so quickly. Oh, I don't feel like doing this.
Waited so patiently. Yay, good pickup. Thank you. Okay. 65. I'll do 65 since I'm right here. Cute little blue and white tee. Love this. This is giving iCarly. I've been watching iCarly and this reminds me of something that they would wear. Size medium. Love the blue and white. It almost looks like a double lined t-shirt, you know? Good pickup on this. So cute. Again, stripes are so cute for the summer.
Good pickup. Thank you. Okay, let's continue on. 46. Let's do 46. I see a couple people saying 46. Oh yes, you guys. This eats. This eats so bad. Where is she? Where is she at? Okay, here it is. It's so cute. It's giving like baby doll. But it does have adjustable straps. It has like these buttons and you can kind of see the flower detail right there. And it's like scrunched, you know? I love this. I so wish it fit me. Size small on a really good tag. Super cute. I'll go ahead and run it. $1 start, you guys. $1 start, and you.
Dude, the thing is, if you sell something for $1 on there, you're not even gonna make anything from it. Like, when I sell something for $4, I'm literally only making $2 from it, and the person buying it had to spend $10 to buy it. So it's kind of like a scam for both of us at the end of the day. But Whatnot grabs just so much from the whole transaction. So if she's selling this for $1, she's probably only gonna make like 30 cents from it, most likely. So she's maybe losing money, or not even. It's not even like worth her time because she has to she has to ship it out, and then for the actual buyer, if they're doing like $4 in shipping plus $1, it's like $5 for a cheap item. Ugh, my God.
I swear, like, freshly done hair is so silky. Okay, 17. Let's do it.
Her eyes are so nice. When I was like changing the thing to the next listing, I felt like I was staring at people's souls. I was like, is this a bit too much? Am I flirting with you right now?
Don't miss out on this. Hard Rock is so in. So cute. There's a fuzz. There we go. So cute. Love the plain gray too. Good little like basic tee to have in your collection. Kind of is just like Y2K with the wings here, you see? So cute. Love the bling. Good pickup. Thank you guys so much for your bids and for staying in here with me today. I love you all. This is making me some extra money before my cruise. Okay, number 30. I appreciate you guys just being on. Yes, you guys, this is so cute. I knew when I picked this up that people would love this. Size medium, Christopher Banks. Look at this. This is giving Pretty Little Liars. If you know, you know. They wore sweaters like this all the time.
Okay. I think I'm gonna end the stream soon, just so that I can take a moment to set up outside. Okay, the thing is, for me, I'm just a nervous girl. I'm just a nervous girly, Marissa, so... Do I say Marissa and then Melissa sometimes? Have I ever said Melissa? Oh my God, I'm overthinking every single fucking thing. I don't even know what's real anymore. Give me a second. I'm checking something. I'm just nervous. I'm just nervous. I feel like I have 1,000 tabs open, to be honest, and that's why I didn't go on live yesterday. I've already mentioned this, but I'm not aligned with it. It's just I'm in my head about it. Yeah, I think I'll be good. I'll be fine. It's just I'm just nervous. That's really it. But I've showed a lot of my thought process, a lot of my learnings. I think after this week it'll be a lot more easier. It's like the most simple shit ever. It's like you're just showing stuff. You just need a good setup. You need a good energy, and you need good items. It is aligned. It's just, it's a bit mundane, a bit boring. That's really it, to be honest. But I mean, when it's a new experience, it's just, everything is gonna feel chaotic. But yeah, I'll slowly practice and get better. I get the nerves and the blackouts. I do the same. I have never heard you say, Melissa. See, that's the thing. God, my brain is being so dumb right now. It's like, why would I think that? And the good thing though is that I come off really calm when I'm nervous, I guess. Maybe too calm. Today is a success if you show up and get the practice. You're doing great. Thanks. I think I need more caffeine. I need so much more caffeine. Okay. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I will probably be, yes, I will be back later on today. I'll be myself again at 5 p.m. Central Time. I'll be working on the PJs. So I'll be on again at 5 p.m. Central Time until like 10 or 11. So, yeah. Amazing. Thank you so much for bearing with me. This was one of the toughest streams that I've done. I think it's better to be transparent and honest and like to hide what I'm going through. And if I really crave community, if I really crave making my own space and like showing up for myself, I felt like it was worth sharing. It's just, I feel kind of guilty because it feels like I wasted your time because there's just so much that I'm going through and I don't have answers for it. So thanks for showing up and supporting. Thank you, Carrie. I'll see you later at 5. And yeah, I'm sure it'll be great. I'm sure it'll be good practice. If anything, it's just your brain can lie to you. I was talking about this the other day. Like, your brain makes it seem like it just makes it seem like it's something else, and it's that it's not. Okay, you're gonna work. Have a good time at work. What the heck? Okay, see you guys later. But thanks for jumping on. You guys were very helpful. My goodness. Bye-bye.